Hi, my handsome and beautiful friends. I just got out of the shower and I didn't feel like doing anything with my hair, so this this is how we're gonna do this one. I'm still doing the soul tribe readings. This reading is for a wonderful soul who is wanting guidance on their relationship. There are some specific questions that I have asked Spirit already, but I'm not gonna say them out loud just for privacy reasons, but Spirit assured me that the answers would be within the cards. So this is the first deck that we used, which is the Yin Yang Oracle. So my friend, what I'm getting here is two different energies and kind of a past, present, future spread. Okay. So at the top here, we've got past, and then the middle ish is present, and then, we've got future. So first here we've got memories and nostalgia for the top energy, and for the bottom energy we've got lack and doubt. So to me, what this feels like with the top energy is that there is some kind of longing for someone from the past. And with the bottom energy, I am getting that whoever this energy belongs to, they're kind of feeling that. They don't really know why they're feeling this. They're probably playing into a little bit of ego, or, just doubting themselves. But I'm not feeling that with this past energy that the bottom person knows that these nostalgic memories are coming up with their partner. Okay, with the present, what I'm getting on the top individual is that they maybe have acted on those nostalgic memories, and on the bottom, this individual is feeling the storm, and it's kind of hitting them unexpectedly. This is not something that they ever would have thought would have happened. They're kind of just shook, right? And then going back to the top energy for the future, we have guilt and apology. The person at the top, I'm getting like a lot of guilt. This apology feels really genuine. However, with the bottom energy, the bottom person, we've got some third eye activation showing a lot of clarity and some inner child healing, which kind of puts them in this era of them. Like, I'm finally doing what is right for me. Yes, I will compromise with my partners. However, after I take care of my own needs first. So that's what we have with this first deck, okay? All right, with this deck, the first one that we have out is the Six of Swords. So just looking at this card, it's like this fisherman, or this person is leaving the choppy waters into the smooth waters, leaving the difficult decision behind with this snake here. So what I'm getting is that there is a bad situation and you need to make the difficult choice about whether to stay or leave. I'm going to tell you the interpretation of this card from the author, okay? Because this is an interesting way to look at it, and it kind of sheds some light on how they read this deck, okay? Let me find it here. Okay, so I'm going to read it exactly as they have written. I call the Six of Swords the refugee card because it makes me think of people who are forced to make the brave choice to leave their country to escape grave danger. The immediate repercussions of this choice will be difficult, but in the long term, you will be happier and safer in your new destination. Okay, so you already know Two of Swords. This is indecision, not wanting to make a decision. But what I'm picking up here really is that number one, you place this blindfold on your eyes, and it could easily be cut off, but you are choosing to not make a choice because it feels like both options aren't great. Like you don't like either one of the options, honestly. But here you are, standing here, not really making the decision that you need to. What you are being told is that you've procrastinated long enough. It's time to face the situation as objectively as you can. It's not going to go away just because you ignore it. All right, so next we have the Nine of Wands. I'm getting to say this that nines are about maturing and seeing things clearly, and then we've got Wands, which is fiery and passionate, right? So your message in here is that in working as hard as you have been, you've neglected other aspects of your life, which might include like maybe sufficient sleep, maybe your social life, not taking a break, not doing things that you enjoy, things like that. Whatever this conflict is, though, you're being told to keep fighting. What is important to note about this, though, is that this card is telling you to hold your ground through the final push and not to live like this forever. I'm also hearing that this hardship might be worth bearing, but don't make it your whole life. Okay? And lastly, we have the King of Cups. Leadership through emotional strength. Look at the water surrounding this guy. It's kind of stormy, right? And choppy. Water represents emotions and the unconscious. The king here is showing that there's a lot going on, but his face is very content. And he's kind of taken it all in stride, right? I mean, he looks seemingly happy. You're being called upon to balance your emotions. Okay? It's time to manage your feelings without repressing them. Okay, so Spirit's asking some questions here. Okay, so think about these things, okay? How can you listen to your unconscious without being overwhelmed by it? And how can you best show compassion while still taking care of yourself? Okay, to finish this reading off, we pulled a couple from the Romance Angels. Okay, and the first one is free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. That really follows everything from the previous two decks too. So embrace you. Put yourself first. Put yourself first. I feel like you used to be pretty good at that, but it feels like there's some people-pleasing tendencies, and that in order to keep things peaceful, you tend to just take the easier route and just do what makes them happy and kind of just fuck off your own boundaries. It's time to take back control of your life. Your boundaries are your boundaries. If you are showing them that you are willing to trample all over your own boundaries, you're teaching them that it's okay, that it's acceptable to do that. So even though it's hard, we got to try to reinforce those boundaries again. Okay, the next one is heart-to-heart conversations. Honestly discuss your feelings with each other. So it feels like this is something that you have wanted to do for quite some time, but you've been a little reserved about it because you feel like everything that you say other people hear it too. It's not just between you two. So here's a perfect opportunity to set your boundaries. Let them know that you need to have a heart-to-heart discussion and that you both need to be open and honest about everything, and you expect this to stay between the two of you. And ask them if they are willing to do that. If they aren't, then there's your answer. If they say that they are, and it turns out that you find out, because it seems like you always find out. If you find out that they don't, then there's another answer. I'm going to see if I can find this other card that fell on the floor. I mean, it fell on the floor and like it just fell on the floor, so I didn't use it. But after saying those two things, I feel like it's relevant now. So let me see if I can find it. Okay, here it is. Pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you. Okay, so let's keep in mind that this also fell on the floor, okay? And that I initially didn't take it. So I feel like there is an opportunity for them to prove themselves to you. And that decision and that path is 100% for them, but you're going to lay the groundwork and you are going to express the strength of your boundary on this. Spirit is just saying to be cautious and pay attention to the red flags, okay? I really hope that this has helped, my friends. I love you all so incredibly much, and I will see you next time.